welcome back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I'm, of course, Kevin. You may have also seen me on Tabletop Jones Productions presents Two Idiots Playing Board Games, where my friend John and I are the two idiots playing board games. And today, I know I usually wind up painting minis, and why should today be any different, right? So I got from the game Star Wars Legion the single piece for Count Dooku, which is right here. This is for the part of the game that basically they have two parts of this game. One is for the what they call the Rebellion era, which is like like the regular trilogy movies that we've all seen and loved, and also now for the prequels, which is now going to be called the Clone War era, and that's where of course Count Dooku is from. So yeah, it's just a single piece. Just it still has to be primed, and so because it's a single piece, it probably won't take as long as some of the others have taken. So so this video should be relatively shorter than some of the other ones, but that's okay. Doesn't matter the length, right? Length don't matter. All right, so I'm going to prime that, and I'll be right back, and we'll start with some base coating, which I'm not sure how that's going to go yet, because it is basically just a regular costume, but I'll figure it out. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and we're going to be priming Count Dooku to get him ready to paint. All right, so here we go. All right, with him though, got to make sure you get a little bit extra in here, because the stuff that's kind of like inside, you can still reach it with a brush, but you got to get the primer there. All right, so one little piece, and that's all there is to it. So stay tuned, and we're going to continue with Count Dooku. We're going to start making him look like he does in the movies. All right, stay tuned, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and Count Dooku is primed, and now we're going to start on getting him painted. I'm going to try my best to remember what his costume was like. I'm also going by the box that the piece came in, so I'm going to try to get it as accurate as I can. All right, so let's just get right to it. All right. Okay, well, so I'm trying to remember a lot of, from the movie. I didn't want to start watching the movie, to figure it out. So I'm going to do a lot of his main costume in gray. All right. Okay. All right, so yeah, I'm going to get all this done in gray. The belt here, I'm going to go over it later in black. The inside of the cape, I'm going to do black. The outside of the cape, I'm going to do in red. And actually the boots, I'm thinking of doing in black as well. I don't know, should I? Yeah, actually I might just do those in black. All right. Actually, I think that one of the hardest things I'm going to have to do is, because his hair is white, try to get that little tiny mustache in there to be white. So, trying to remember the name of the actor who played Dooku. I mean, he's been in a number of science fiction and fantasy roles. One of them was, of course, Saruman in the Lord of the Rings. Right, I'm going to take the red and I'm going to do his lightsaber and his cape. So anyway, I know his first name is Christopher, but I cannot remember his last name. Oh boy. I am sorry about that. I still have not silenced that phone of mine. Alright. Well, anyway, So, like I said, I know his first name is Christopher. I don't remember what his last name is, unfortunately. But I remember seeing an interview with him, and the interviewer was asking him what one of his, like, what is something that he always wanted to do. And believe it or not, he wanted to sing in a thrash metal band. And I think he even had the chance to do that. And it was very interesting to hear the thrash metal around him, but to hear his voice. And he wasn't like, doing like the screeching like a lot of these guys do in these thrash bands. He wasn't doing that at all. All right, I'm going to get the edges with the smaller brush. So yeah, he wasn't doing that at all. And but he's got like that deep voice, and it was really, really weird to hear that. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad though. It was actually pretty good. I was just amazed that that's what his wish was to do that. I was like, wow. I would never have thought that. You see someone, like him, and you think, oh, he's probably into like classical or something like that, and just goes to show. You can never tell what someone really likes just by looking at him. Oh, this is taking the paint off. All right, all right. So I'm gonna have to touch up on the cape after that paint dries a bit. I don't know why I dried this. I should just. What I will get though is the lightsaber. All right, so doing Dooku might be a frequent break, or depending on how I manage this, maybe not a frequent break, but things are gonna get done relatively quickly. Although in between, it might be in between the breaks might actually be a little bit longer than I think they'll be. All right. So that's good for a start. All right. So I'm gonna leave the red out because we're gonna have to touch up on that, I think. And you know what? Actually, before I stop, let's get some flesh tone in, especially around the head area. So at this point, it doesn't really matter if I get to where the hair is, because I can just go right over that. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this way we can cut down on the amount of breaks. But now I do have to take a break and let that stuff dry. Okay. All right. So we gotta let that paint dry before we can do anything else. All right. And I do have to go over the cape with the red because it was starting to rub off. But we'll get that done. We'll probably get the inside of the cape done. Maybe I'll, because I'm doing that in black, maybe I'll get the belt while I have the black out, and I'll get the boots as well, and we'll move on from there. All right, so going to be a lot of usage of the color black when we come back. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and giving that paint some time to dry on Count Dooku, and we're going to continue. So let's just get right into it. Alright. Okay, let's see. Alright, I'm going to go over first the red. Let's try to get that done first. Alright. Alright. Oh, yes, still have to do the edges on this one anyway. Okay. Alright. There we go. Now, I'll take the black out. Black out. Alright, whoops. Alright, let's get a good brush for this. This should be good. Okay. So like I said with the black, I'm going to get the inside of the cape with this. Because it helps to make sure that there's enough paint on the brush. Yeah. And it's like almost the same reaction when I go to open up a door that's locked. And I go to pull on it and go up. Works better when you unlock it. Okay. Well, if you hear, oops, dang it. I have to do some touch-ups with both this gray paint, which is a good thing I didn't put it away. And I'm going to have to do touch-ups with the red, because I got the black paint where I didn't want it. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if you heard that. Some of my neighbors are outside. He yapping it up just now. But thankfully they didn't stay outside. I mean, not that I have any authority over them, because I don't. But I try not to have too many distractions when I'm doing the recordings for my channel. Okay, ooh. So you can turn it to a different side, and then you see a whole bunch of space that you still have to paint. Alright, so I'm going to do the touch-up on that now with the gray. Alright, so the black is pretty much done. I'm going to do the lightsaber in the gunmetal color. Excuse me. Yeah, the gray. Alright. So let's get this touched up now. Okay. Alright, not too bad. Alright, so that was a quick fix. Okay. And now to touch up on the red. Okay. Okay. So we'll touch up on that lightsaber. Okay, so I'm going to get that lightsaber next, and then I'll try to work on Count Dooku's hair. This is now starting to move a little bit quicker. Very soon. And I know with other games that with other pieces that I paint for Star Wars Legion, I know I tend to make notations on the base, but that's only for units. When it's an individual character, it's a lot easier to distinguish, who it is. So I don't really feel the need to do that. Okay. Okay. It's always a somewhat delicate process when when you're doing a weapon in the hand of the character that you're painting, because like one slip and that paint goes on something that you don't want it to go on. Now up by his neck here, there's like a little chain that holds the cape on, so I'm just gonna lightly go across, and that takes care of that. Okay, now we are ready for the white paint. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat so much. Not sure why. I'm not sure why I'm having to do that right now, but anyway. Okay, so let's get Count Dooku's hair. All right. Steady my fingers so that I don't get this all over the place and do this haphazardly. Now, any of these techniques that I use, I didn't learn them from anywhere. This is just stuff that I kind of, it's like one of those things that seemed like a good idea at the time. So I did it, and it just happened to work. Alright, well, you know what? The mustache and the little goatee beard went a little messier than I wanted it to, but it's still not too bad, so I'm going to leave it. Because when it's that little bit of an area and that little bit of paint to put on, sometimes the touch-ups would be, a lot more trouble than it's worth. Alright, well, since we got all that in, I'm going to go straight to the base. Alright, let's pick a good one, yeah. Pick this one since it's already got sort of got blue paint on it. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to have to, there we go. Can't put my thumb on top of his head for fear of messing up all that paint I just put on, so thankfully he's got a good pair of shoulders. Now, some of you might wonder, the base was already blue. Why didn't you just leave it? Well, unfortunately, when you're priming, you're going to get areas of a piece you don't really want. And also, sometimes I like to make notations, so you need the primer anyway. Alright, so yeah, looks like we have our Count Dooku. Okay. Okay, so let me get some, put them on. And here he is, Count Dooku. Yeah, not too bad, right? Ready to put out against the Republic. Okay, Anyway, okay. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and share this video as much as possible. Also, please check out videos on Tabletop Jones Productions, where me and my friend John are the idiots playing board games. Please like, subscribe, and share over there as well. And we'd like to try to broaden our audience and try to reach as many people as possible. So thank you once again for watching, and you have a great day. Take care.